Can you share an example of a leader who exemplifies all seven capacities?
One of the things I'm going to challenge people to do is to look for these seven capacities in the world around you. So, someone might ask, who's a person that embodies all seven of these capacities? And I don't, I think all of us have access to all of them. That's why we talk about them. So I think every individual can be an expression of all seven. We already have a degree of capacity. Maybe it's a very small degree. Maybe we've nowhere near used up our full capacity for authenticity. We've just barely, got things started. So we would want to cultivate that even further. And there's exercises we could do for every single one of the capacities. That's the amazing thing. Number one, we have all of them. Everyone has the capacity to be authentic. Everyone has the capacity to connect to purpose, identify purpose. Everyone has the capacity to advocate. Everyone who has a voice. Everyone has the potential to advocate for something. Everybody has the ability to bounce back from difficulties. We all have. Now, could we be better at it? Or could we do things that would minimize our susceptibility, so that we're more resilient? So it's resilient isn't just bouncing back after something challenging happens. Resilience is about building up your reserves and managing your resources before you get there's a sudden demand on you that you may not be able to meet. So there's a lot we could do to be more resilient and to build community. And this is a real challenge, in today's environment. It seems more and more difficult to build community, and yet we can. And yet it's absolutely a human capacity, and it's one we need to cultivate more. That's what the research is saying. If people don't have community, it's not because they can't have it, right? It's really about the capacity to build it. And if you're waiting for other people to build it, then you don't have the capacity. Or you aren't exercising it. You aren't increasing your capacity. And there's the opportunity. Then reason. We all have the capacity to see the world as it really is, but we get bent out of shape sometimes, or we don't get all the information. We have limited perception. So we can all, for ourselves, increase our view of the world as it really is. And then we can help each other do that as well. And then gratitude. We all have the capacity to be more grateful. We all have the ability to just stop and reflect on the ways that we're benefited by others. In this moment, right now, if you just paused and just thought about in what ways, what are the things that I'm the beneficiary of, right away, you could begin to see all the things that came before you that allow you to be here right now. So it takes a deliberate intention to develop these capacities. I don't think they develop so well accidentally or randomly. So that's why we write about them, and that's why we talk about them, is to get these capacities more at the forefront of what people are trying to do in their organizational life or their personal life, and how these capacities can enhance, which they will.